Hi, I'm Francesca.
Hi, I'm Katherine, and we got scholarship media last year, so we just thought we'd make a video to help you guys some tips to get it.
Okay, first of all, choose a topic that you're interested in, because you don't want to be writing about something that you find really boring, because you have to do the research yourself.
Yeah.
And unless you choose a topic that you've already studied in media before, which is what I did, which is a good idea.
It's definitely better to do at least one that you've already done, because it makes life so much more easier for yourself. You don't really want to have to be researching 2 whole topics that you don't know anything about, which is kind of what I did, which was not so good.
So I took the horror genre, which I did in year 12, and I just researched, I guess, more about it and made it a higher standard. So yeah, what else?
If you do a topic that most people do, the multi representation in the media, it's good because obviously if you look at the exam files, pretty much everyone who got scholarship has done that essay, but at the same time so many people do it, so you need to make it your own and write something interesting, and also make it really relevant as well. And the exam will be oh, that's interesting, and just have your own opinion. So towards the end of my essay, I kind of talked about the Asian immigrants and flipped it, and this is what happened to Māori, and this is what's happening to new races coming into our culture. So something interesting like that just makes the examiner
nice. Okay, also one of the things that we got told at the start of the year was to try and write your essays throughout the year, which it's a good idea, but it's not very realistic. So you should really just, if you're going to do writing throughout the year, maybe try to write 1 essay throughout the year, and then the second one maybe term 3 holidays or something. Because with internals and stuff, which I feel teachers never realise that you have other subjects, you won't really want to be doing stuff that isn't immediately necessary.
Yeah, because especially if you do NCA, the exams are so close to each other. We had a classics exam the day before our media at school, and it was just so stressful, and especially for me, I did everything last minute, and it was just, you honestly don't want to put yourself through that, especially if you're doing other schools. So just, so plan ahead.
Yeah. Definitely. Don't start too early, but don't start too late.
You'll regret it.
Yeah. Okay, also, something that I wish I was told when I started writing was that it needs to, your writing needs to be really punchy, because I basically misunderstood what we were doing, and I wrote the entire history of the horror genre, and that was wrong. So what did she say? It was a Wikipedia page.
Yeah. So
try to pretend you're writing for a magazine article or something, just so you make sure it's punchy and not too long. Yeah,
definitely. Half your marks is from subject knowledge and the other half is from analysis. So once you've got that subject knowledge, then you can obviously build on it and write some interesting ideas, but it can't just be all subject knowledge, because it'll just be dates and facts and directories. But you do need to know that stuff. You want to wow the audience, the marker, that's the one, with your knowledge, and then just be oh wow, they really know what they're talking about.
And a way you can do that is by having examples that are up to date. So you've not just taken information that's always been out there and just used it for your essay. If you use relevant examples, for example, I use new films coming out, then they know that that's sort of your own ideas rather than something you've read online maybe.
Yeah, especially with Māori, people do traditional movies, and so there's new ones like Deadlands and stuff like that you can talk about that they'll be really impressed with it, about them.
And the last tip is that it's not impossible to get it done.
Definitely not. Mm-hmm. We were very negative about it. But media school, it's the least daunting scholarship, I think, because you know what you're going into. You know that the questions, and if you've memorized your essays and you know your stuff, there's pretty much no reason why you shouldn't get it. With others history or even English, to an extent you can't really control anything, but media, you're pretty much everything's handed to you and you just need to go for it.
And it's the one that you get the most freedom with on your topics, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just basically writing about what you find interesting.
And it's quite fun once you get into it.
Yeah.
as long as you don't like do it last minute and like cry while you're writing it.
So you'll probably impress yourself if you put your mind to it.
Yeah, definitely. So have fun. You guys can do it. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's not impossible.
Goodbye.
Bye.